Hi everyone, Raena here for your second installment of Dancing in a Small Space. Today we have Peter Hendrickson who will be creating audio on top of the exercises that I create here. So thank you so much, Peter, for being involved. Today's class will be 4 exercises, and the first one will take us onto the floor for a bit of a stretch and a bit of a warm-up. We start with the legs extended out ahead of us and our arms reach out to the side and forward. We shift back onto the elbows, bringing the knees in. Let the knees open, toes stay together as we come up to sit. Arms reach up to 5th position, and then we contract by pulling in the navel and rounding back. So that should feel like quite a deep scoop there in the front. Try to keep the shoulders down. We pick up the knees, we pick up the hands, and we extend arms, legs out to the sides. Now for you, you'll be on your right side, so you'll take your hands behind, head will drop through center, over to your right, up and around the back, over to your left, and you collect the left leg in so that you can lean onto the knees, lift up the waist, and circle that left arm up and overhead, and then back to sitting. We let the left knee lift, the right knee lift, and then we extend the leg out to the back as we pause in this half split stretch. We'll take 4 counts to slowly lower down, rolling on to the left shoulder, left side, reach out that right leg, big circle of the left arm up overhead. Transfer your weight onto it and then push and bring yourself up to sitting as you close your left knee. We're just about done and then I will go back. We'll roll onto our back, switch the legs, extend the left leg. Roll onto the back, switch the legs again, extend your right. And then the third time as we roll onto our back, we'll pivot, extending the legs out in front, and we're ready to go on to the right side. So as I do the right side with you, I will also count this. So from here, we reach forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we pick up the hands and knees for 1, 2. This time you go forward, you're reaching your head over to your left side. 3, 4, 5, collect in 6, and then we're ready to do our hip lift and big stretch over with that right arm. 7, 8. Then your right knee 1, left knee 2, 3. You get here around 4. Allow your torso to fold forward for 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll on to the right side, collect in the left leg, reach that left leg out, big side stretch with right arm. All the way circle back, lean onto the hand so that you can push from it and close the right knee. That whole sequence was an 8 count. Now as we go into the back rolls, if you'd like, you can keep your seat down. However, if you'd like your legs to work just a little harder, you can roll back, switch the legs, plant the feet and push your weight onto the feet, and then back down. Switch, push, back down, and then legs straight out ahead of you. So again, at the end, you're absolutely welcome just to stay on your back or to keep your hips down. But if you'd like to have a little bit of challenge for the legs, then you could push yourself up onto your feet and find that suspension, that moment of suspension. So here we go. We'll get our tempo. So it's a generous tempo. We have lots of time to find release and stretch. So it's 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Please feel free to repeat that. Otherwise, up we come to stand. Moving along to our feet. This starts in first position, and the whole exercise is turned out, I believe. You will begin with your right foot, brushing across the front and landing in a little crossed lunge. Push from that foot, straight front. Push from the foot, off to an open lunge, and then push, and then back to the front. We press back, we close, and we just do a little demi plie to reset. So the counts for that: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Work with your right leg. We brush that leg out to the front, to the side, so foot stays on the floor, a nice tendu to the back. We take it all the way through to the front, off the floor in a glissé or a dégagé. Arms reach up toward the ceiling. I'm thinking of externally rotating my arms, palms pressing back, but the shoulders staying down. It just feels like I create a little bit more space in my waist for my legs to move under me. So that would be front, side, back. Now you keep the left arm up as your right arm up as your right leg brushes front. We take a little fondue, little bend of both knees. We reach out, we close. Off to the side, here, reach, close, and then to the back. Then you transfer onto your right, left foot for you, cross, front, open, back to center, plie. You go around in your tendus, then your glissés, and then the fondue combination. Now, after we've done right side, left side, we will reverse this and take the right leg to the back. So you cross back in a little lunge, back, straight back, open back, straight back to first, and then the little plie to reset. Arms reach out to second. You just do the same tendu combination, but in reverse. Back, side, front. Add the glissé, or the brush of the foot off of the floor. Adding the fondue combination. And it's just switching arms when you take the leg off to the side. And then you would begin with the left leg all the way around. So we go right front around, left front around, right back around, left back around. We'll go 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving right along into a little plie that also incorporates more spinal movement and maybe a little bit more through the shoulder girdle. So we begin in first position, and again, we'll start, this will be on your right side to begin. So right arm floats up as the knees bend in a little demi-plie. And then as we open the arm and stretch, you'll do a quarter turn toward your right. Then we take a half turn to your right. And then we take a 1 1/4 turn to the front, and we'll close that with just a little swinging demi-plie. Then we go on the other side. So it's left arm, quarter, and half, and 1 1/4, and a little swing. Then from here, we'll do our little swing, and we sort of transfer the feet out to second position kind of quickly. You'll curve through the front in your plie, and you'll lean over to your right side. That's how I'm thinking of this being on your right. And then through center, over to your left, and then through center, and we just do a little half upper body circle. We suspend at the top so that we can go again, and it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now on 8, you will transfer to your right foot and cross the left foot in front in 5th position. Little demi here, we curve to the front, to the left side, and up. We release the left leg and send it behind us in a fairly generous lunge. Oh, in profile, it looks like that. Front knee is bent back, leg is straight. This is a round 5. We dive down, and then we scoop up. So you lead with the head down, you lead pulling up with the head, come up to stand, transfer, and bring your right foot in front. Counts will be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, transfer around 8. Now to finish this whole sequence, you'll take your left leg, and I'm thinking of this last little bit going through the music a bit. You'll cross the left foot in front. I think of curving the spine. Knees are bent, spine is rounded, and the arms sort of throw. We take 2 steps back, other leg steps in front. 2 steps back, and I think of going straight forward, straight back, straight forward, straight back. So even though this is on an 8, that last little bit there we'll simply go through the music. Let's start. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was a little tricky on carpet, I found there. All right, so the last exercise that we will do is one for the legs. So moving a little bit deeper into the hips, extending out through the legs, and then finishing in a stretch. So the way we begin is in turned out, and you have your right leg facing me, so you're slightly facing your left diagonal. And we begin with a brush. Your right leg brushes out from underneath you, and then we stand. So it's sort of a throw. The second time we extend it out in more of a classical grand battement with both legs straight. And then the third time we brush that right leg again, but we take it open. Bit of a fan lunge, push back, we close first. So count-wise, this is also on an 8, and I believe we have 2 counts for each kick and then 4 for our fan. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we just take a brush to the front, so same leg, brush to the side, a brush to the back, and we do a second one to the back. We throw the arms forward and we bend the standing knee so that looks like that. That was a measure of 8. We take the same right leg, we reach it around behind and we swoop it, circle it, to that same diagonal you started facing, and we brush it back into a deep long low lunge. Just make sure I'm in the frame. We hold this long low lunge for 8 counts. We walk around to your right as you turn out your right leg and find a side lunge. Now make sure this right kneecap here is facing up, and make sure you can use your left elbow here to gently press against the left knee so that the knee doesn't fall in that way. Okay, try to protect your joints there. Then we turn back to our long low lunge. We'll walk the hands out as we lift the leg up high into a penché or a forward fold. Other variations include walking the hands out a little further to find a 3-leg downward dog. Or another modification is just to keep the right toes down on the floor and find this forward fold through the spine. It's 8 counts. And then you collect the leg underneath you and roll yourself up to stand, pivoting, and so you're facing now your right diagonal, so your left leg is ready to go. We do the brush, we do the straight leg, we go around into our little lunge, and we close. We take a brush to the front, to the side, to the back. A second one to the back as we throw the legs. Throw the arms. The leg circles around. Slide it back into your deep long low lunge. Side lunge. Front lunge. Find your penché or your 3-leg dog. Or please keep the leg down if that feels more appropriate. Replace. Rolling up to stand. Okay. Let's get this going. It won't be too fast, but it will clip along a little, with a little bit of speed so we can get the fire working through the legs here. 5, 6, 7, 8. was a worker. I recommend repeating that if you have the time. Go back and give your legs a little bit of extra work there. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Let's keep dancing, and I'll see you for the third class coming soon.